Welcome into another Three Cuts. Cory, McCartney, along with PBR Georgia's Phil Kerber. Phil, welcome back in.
Thanks for having me, Cory.
So the state of Georgia, we know, is going to have a major impact, pardon the pun, on this summer's MLB draft. And I know you've got some updates on three players who figure to have their names called early, including the son of a perennial Gold Glove winner who could end up going number one overall.
Yeah, we'll just start right at the top there with Druw Jones out of Wesleyan High School, Vanderbilt commit. And, we say this about the top guys. I'm not going to bring any new information. Like, we all know that he is a five-tool player, gets it done at the plate, can run like a deer, has a huge arm. Just the impact that he has on the game is incredible. And he's also got one of the highest ceilings in this class. And that's why he's in serious consideration to be 1-1 in a couple of months. And then you got Hayden Murphy, who delivered down in South Georgia. It was well worth the 3-hour drive down there to go see him pitch. Auburn commit, big right-hander, 90-93 for most of the game, touched 94 in the fifth inning, touched 95 in the second inning. And with that velo, he's dominating. He's also got the off-speed pitches to go along with it. Tight slider that plays in the low 80s and a heavy sinking changeup. So those three pitches, very good. He's looking strong. We'll see what happens come July. And then finally, Sam Horn, who we've talked about him numerous times, a two-sport commit to Missouri, football, baseball. And man, if he gives baseball a shot, he's got a real chance. 90, 94 with a really sharp breaking ball that he showed 2 weeks ago. He's looking very impressive. I know he was coming back off an injury from early in the season, but he looks like he's raring to go.
The three SEC guys that you talked about there, and certainly, when you look at North Oconee, this is a school that has a history of producing big arms, including, yes, an SEC arm in Kumar Rocker. How exciting, though, Phil, is the current group of pitchers on this Titans roster?
It's 7 arms that can get 90 plus, which is just incredible at the high school level. Now, they don't have the big name like Kumar Rocker or Bubba Chandler like they have in past years. They've got these 7 guys, and we got a chance to see all of them on display at LakePoint 2 weeks ago. We had some out-of-state teams coming down, and North Oconee through the entire stable, which was awesome to see. And we'll start off with Styles Bagnall, the Brown commit, up touched 91 in his start. Nice breaking ball, curveball 12-6, got good feel for it. And then they go to the bullpen where you've got Gavin Black waiting, the Florida Southwestern commit. He's 90-92 with real sharp breaking ball, 2 swing and miss pitches for him. And it just keeps going. Ben Stewart, the Georgia Southern commit. He was 87-89, touched 90. I've seen him better, 91-92. Again, he's got another good curveball. It keeps going. Wyatt Land, the 2023 right-handed pitcher. He's uncommitted. And this was his first appearance of the season. He's returning from an off-season injury. Comes out in 1 inning, 88-90, 12-6 breaking ball. Nice changeup with late fade. He's a guy that he's still uncommitted, and he's looking like a strong arm for them this year and beyond. And then Justin Bird, the USC Aiken commit, shortstop right-handed pitcher, came out of the bullpen 88-90 again. And then the 2 other arms, Cole Evilsizer, USC Aiken commit, and Connor Harris, the North Georgia commit. 2 other guys who on this day they were 85-88, but they've been up to 90-91 in previous looks. So count it up, you got 7 arms right there. If North Oconee wanted, they could go 90 plus, 7 guys, 1 inning apiece, and pick apart a team. It's just crazy amount of depth.
It must be something in the water up there. You get that many kids that can hit 90. That's just absolutely incredible.
Yes.
The Georgia high school playoffs, we know, Phil, are approaching. Some top teams are struggling of late. Things are getting really close in some other divisions. Give us your big storylines across this Peach State with those playoffs looming.
Yeah, it's kind of like the teams that have been at the top are kind of starting to lose the lead late in the season right now. Etowah, the past 7, they're 4-3. They just dropped a big region game to Woodstock yesterday, 1-0. Now they'll have 2 more chances at Woodstock on Friday, and then they've got to go play the number 2 team, Cherokee, in a 3-game series to end the season. So those 2 weeks are going to be huge for really all 3 of those teams and jockeying for that region position. And then down in 6A, Buford on a 4-game skid. They went to NHSI. They probably didn't have the showing that they wanted, playing a bunch of really, really good teams. But then they came back, and Winterboro, took it to them and beat them in 9 innings earlier this week. So, Allatoona, Houston County, they're starting to close the gap there, and we could potentially see a new number 1 in 6A next week. At 5A, North Oconee is just, we just talked about them. They're taking care of business. There's really no changes there. But the classification that I've really been hammering all season, 3A, I think is loaded. It's extremely tight. North Hall just scored a huge series win over Cherokee Bluff, swept them 3-0. They're sitting at number 3 in that class, as defending state champs. You have to, if we're going to the playoffs tomorrow, that's probably going to be the team I'm betting on because they've got that experience and they did it last year. And then down in 2A, we got some clarity in that one where Pace walked off Lovett yesterday. We had number 1 versus number 2, Pace Academy taking control of that region with a huge win there.
Well, he is Phil Kerber on Twitter at Phil Kerber PBR. And if you're following him, also make sure you give PBR Georgia a follow as well. Phil, thanks as always for dropping some knowledge on us, and we'll see you at the Diamond.
Thanks for having me.